following is a production of the Computer Information Systems Department at the Metropolitan State University of Denver.
Hi, this is Joe Hasley, and I just wanted to give you a quick introduction to my IT lab. To get to this screen, you would come up to the URL and type in www.myitlab.com. You would click Sign In. You would click on Microsoft Office 2010, and then you would enter your username and password. You would choose your class. Once inside, you can start by going to Course Materials, and there is a list of things that you can access here. Let's start with just looking at the online textbook. So this is the Cronky Using MIS textbook. Sorry. When you click on that, it should show up something like this, and here you will see page for page pretty much exactly what is in the Cronky textbook. And you can navigate on the left side. You can explode it and go right to chapter 1. And again, you can just over here on the right, there's like a little arrow thing on the right that will highlight when you mouse over it, so that you can just go page to page. So let's pretend that you wanted to look for something specific in here. Let's say you wanted to look for a certain part of the computer called the bus. You just come up to the top, you type in what you're looking for, and it will actually find all the instances within the book, all the pages and places where that word is used. So let's pretend that I wanted to, I found the one it's the first one, that's the one I want. So all I gotta do is click on this. It takes me right to it, and it has highlighted the word I was looking for. So that's a quick tour of the book. The next thing we'd look at would be the Information Technology Metro State textbook. This is the Excel and Access textbook. Again, you have Office Fundamentals and File Management. This is basically how do you upload a file. Some pretty basic stuff. We don't cover this. We don't do anything till chapter 3. We start with formulas and functions. Again, you could search for something if you wanted to. In our first assignment, you have to do a VLOOKUP. So I'm going to put in VLOOKUP and search for that. Here's all the instances within the textbook where the VLOOKUP comes in, and I can just click on that. It takes me right there. So that's our two textbooks. Those are the e-textbooks. Very simply put, there's lots of other functionality. I'm just giving you a brief overview so that you can read your textbook at this point. The next thing I'd like to show you are some of our homework projects. So the first thing we'll look at, I'm in chapter 3, and I'm going to put on, go to the Excel chapter 3 hands-on exercise. So these hands-on exercises are actually simulators. And you notice that I clicked on that, and if you're having problems right now, you may need to download the MyITLab plugin for your computer. But you can see that you're being given, at the bottom of the page, you're being given a very specific instruction. So let's pretend that you have no idea how to do this. Well, that's okay, because you can just click on down here, Show Me.
Click
It will
cell
walk
D8
you through.
and then type an equal sign. Click cell B8. Type a minus sign. Click cell C8. Click the Enter button to the left of the formula bar.
So it shows you exactly what it wants done. You click OK. Let's say that you get started. You click on this. You know that you need to type an equal, but from there on you have no idea. All you've got to do is click on Hint.
Click cell D8 and then type an equal sign.
So I have to actually go to that cell. I have to type the equal sign. As I do
Click
that,
cell B8.
it tells me exactly what to do
Type
and makes
a
me do
minus
it.
sign. Click cell C8. Click the Enter button to the left of the formula bar.
You'll notice that at this point I could just click the button Enter. That won't work. have to come up and do exactly what it's telling me to do in the way it wants me to do it. And the computer's a little bit tricky about that. You'll get used to it. To submit the homework, you can save it for later if you're not done. And that's what I'm going to do right now. If you submit it, you'll get a grade on it. Okay. Let's go down and look at the grader projects. And that is right here. So the first thing you'll see is this screen. It lets you download the project files. So I'm going to click on that. And I have, usually there's two things. There's a Word document with instructions about what to do, and there'll be either an Excel file or an Access file or whatever else comes up. The first thing I'm going to do though is look at the instructions that are in a Word document. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to open it. You'll notice it tells me step by step exactly what to do, exactly the instructions, and it tells me the points possible for each step in the exercise. So now what I can do is go over and download the corresponding Excel file, open it, and I'm being told exactly what to do. And this says to download the starting document. It tells you exactly how to name it, and you can save this either on a jump drive or on a local machine, but you can go through. It's saying in cell B2 enter a function that will return the value of today's date, and you can just do that. Put that in there. Oh, I'm not going to do it for you. I don't want to show you that, sorry. Oh, also you'll notice that I can't do anything on this. I can't edit it until I click enable entering. And it's telling me I've got a circular reference warning. So there we go. That's some of our homework stuff. That's how you download and get the files. That's how you follow instructions. And next I'll show you how to submit a completed homework. Okay, so let's say you've completed all or part of an assignment. I have only done some very first steps on this first assignment. It's actually the third grader project. It's about chapter 3, but this is part of your first homework. And I'm ready to upload a completed file, or at least I think I am. So I click on that, I'm going to browse, and there it is. I'm going to click on that. I can check that name, and then I can upload it. It asks me to wait. It's not only uploading it, it's grading. It says your completed file has been successfully uploaded. I have to click the finish for submit and grading. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It says my grade's not quite available yet, but it will be soon. So I'm going to click on this, and when it's showing me a grade, we'll come back. So I've submitted my grader project. It says not passed, doesn't show me a score. I want to see my score. What I do is I head on up to grades, and now if I go down to lab 1, it asks me do I want to run an application. I can say go ahead, and here's my score for grader project 5. I've got a 5 out of 100, not too hot. So what I can do is click on view submissions, and what I did there to get that to explode is I just hovered over the link and I clicked on the down arrow. Oops. View submissions. Lets me click on this. And what I've got here is a list step by step of what I was supposed to do. And then it says the points that were available. It says the points that I actually received. Now you'll see that I didn't get very many points because I didn't get too far into this. But here's what I wanted to show you. If you come over and look at the top here, if you click submitted file, it will bring up the file that you actually submitted. It will bring it up in Excel. That's useful, but you probably already have a copy of that. What's very interesting is this summary report. If you click on that, you will see a breakdown of the things that you made mistakes on, and then it also has, when you click this arrow and explode it, it'll give you a little bit of a hint. Okay, so cell B2 on the news sheet was not detected in the submission, so I hadn't put the date in. Also, tells me what the formula should have been here, or what part of this formula should have been um, in cell C5. It tells me the amount of points, and it tells me that I got 0 out of 10. That's obviously a hugely useful functionality in my IT lab. I'm going to close out of that, and the next thing I'm going to show you is the marked up report. Here we have, it's a website, but it looks like my project, okay? And in each of the cells where I was supposed to do something, if I did it right, which I didn't really do it right in any of them here, but if I had, it would show a green check mark. When I haven't, I click on the orange X, it'll actually show me what I was supposed to have put in here. Okay, it tells me what I did wrong. I didn't even try anything in this, so it's not going to give me any real strong hints. But you'll notice down here where I actually made an attempt, I'll get a pretty good hint. It says the VLOOKUP formula was not set to VLOOKUP B5 membership 2. So it's pretty straightforward. It's telling you just about, if you made an effort, it'll give you a pretty good hint. This is a very, very useful tool. Now, don't get too used to that as far as finishing the whole assignment, because you remember, you only get to submit these assignments twice. And the idea is that you give the assignment your best shot, and then you turn it in. You can come in here, find out what you did wrong, get some hints, and then make a second attempt. But again, you only get 2 attempts. So that's what I wanted to show you as far as the homeworks. The last thing I wanted to show you very quickly, I know we're running out of time, is the quizzes. All you have to do to take a quiz, you come down to quizzes, and to take the quiz, they're all true false. You just click on it. That's some of the very basics from my IT lab. I hope you learned something. If you have any other questions, please consult your instructor. Have a nice day.